I'm in a groove state of mind. 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 I'm in a groove state of mind.
Quiero tequila, señor, por favor.
I'm in a groove state of mind. Moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. Stepping up my game. I'm a groove student as I am. You do I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving.
Quiero tequila, señor, por favor.
I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Moving inspires me. The boost and free. I'm dancing in my dream. Working at the scene. I'm feeling jubilation. You know who I am. Now is my time to have a good state of mind. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Come let it go, rise up and we go. There's magic in the air, I feel it everywhere. I've got my groove on, you know who I am. Now it's time to have a groove state of mind. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Time to bust the move. Get me your own beat. The groove where life can go so sweet. Grooving got my back. Moving family. There's magic in my mind. I'm grooving all the time. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm grooving. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. 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 I'm moving.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to day two of Groove Asia's 5 Day Challenge, which is only going to be 4 days this week. So we're so happy that you joined us here in Groove with the Groove Asia Challenge. We had a wonderful time in getting to know about Groove blog just yesterday and learning how to get that started, get that going, why you need it, and it is so very important in your business. It's a way to get traffic into your products and services. So if you are here with us live, put in a hashtag live. And if you are here on the replay, put in a hashtag replay. Do like to see those who show up because we know those are the ones that are taking action, at least gaining the skills so they can take action. So today we have none other than Nit Lakani. We're going to welcome Nit Lakani. He's a dedicated educator with a passion for teaching. From his impactful role as a college lecturer to leading the digital transformation of Toastmasters International in the UK and Ireland, Nit's commitment to sharing knowledge shines through. Now, as a senior technical consultant and technical director, he's inspired teams to excel while fostering a culture of learning. Now, Nick focuses on empowering entrepreneurs just like you to thrive online and turning your dreams into reality. So, for those who are showing up here today, like we have Tyra, who is here. She's here and she has been here since the very beginning. And we have Nancy also here. That's also here. And we have Brooks here. And all of you are watching live, which is super exciting. So, and I know there's more that's on the line. I see the numbers. So just give us a shout out. And all of us, please put your hands together as we join Nick on the journey towards financial freedom here with Groove Asia in 2024. Nick, welcome to the stage.
Thank you very much, Karen. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Are we good? Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Now, one of the things that we wanted to do this week was to teach you a little bit about blogs, okay? And remember what I said yesterday. These first 2 days are going to be some basic things that we're going to teach you. And then we've got a fantastic special guest coming in for day 3 and day 4, who's going to take you to a whole another level. Therefore, let me just show you again, just reiterate what we're doing. Your path to 10x your traffic. You can go call it whatever you want. We're going to actually work with blogs this week. Day 2, we're going to be looking at more things to configure and publish our blog, okay, our blogging platform. And as I said, myself and Michael Kasajinsky. Sorry, Michael. Okay, now, as I showed you yesterday, we have got a lot to get through today. Yesterday we did a little bit of a kickstart, a little bit of a discussion. I also talked you through how to set up your blog from scratch, and I'm going to go and cover one or two of those things again and do more on the setup. So day 2 is about configuring and publishing today, and then I'm going to actually bring on Michael for a few minutes at the end just to talk about what he's going to do with you tomorrow, basically. And then it's to do with content creation and templates and so on. And in fact, he sent me a little template that I'm going to work with, and I'm going to show you how it works, all right? And then he can explain more about it tomorrow. And he's going to look at ways to actually go and do a number of things very quickly so that you can actually build up the number of blogs you have in no time. All right. Now, in terms of today, we're going to set up a brand new blog, and we're actually going to import it in, actually. All right. And it is the same blog as we started off with yesterday, the one that we set up from scratch. And I'm going to run through and go and make some changes to it as a refresher for you, and do one or two more things with a little bit more advice, a little bit more discussion as well. And then I'm going to show you these things, a lot of which I haven't covered yet, which are things like the toolbars, the settings, navigation, little tips and tricks to help you with that, okay? What else are we going to do today? We're going to have a little bit of a discussion on the actual strategy behind blogging, and also the strategy on posting as well. I'm going to show you how I can create posts, and we're going to use a little bit of AI with that. Okay. And finally, we're going to do a review, and we'll get Michael on to talk about tomorrow as well. That's it. That's what we're going to do today. All right. Now, in terms of what we want to do is I'm going to go and I don't need any of that now. I'm going to go and bring up my dashboard and share that with you. And we're going to import in a blog that Michael has sent me. Okay. Now, I'm going to go and make myself a little smaller on here. There you go. And also, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that if there are bits, if I'm too close or too far away, Karen, just give me a nod or feel free to jump on and let me know. Okay. Now, here, remember, we looked at the settings and billing, and we looked at domains, didn't we? And the first thing to do is to make sure that you've got, normally when you put a customized domain on, put the Groove Pages on as the first tool that you're going to use with that domain. And then the next one you can put in Groove Blog. And that's what we did yesterday with Tech-Led Growth, right there. Okay? That's what we did already. And then we went to Groove Blog. And at that point, we went to create a new blog, didn't we? Okay. Now, one of the things that we wanted to surprise you with, one of the things that we want to surprise you with is that, remember what I said about creating a template? So the first 20 things that you do, you can do for each one. You don't have to replicate those. You don't have to repeat those items. Call a template, right? You know what that is. Like a cookie cutter, right? And so what we can do is we can have a template that we can just bring in, and it's right there. Here's one that Michael sent me. Now, what's going to happen is that, let's just go back to here. What he sent me is actually a link. Now, you can't see this properly, so let me just, not going to be able to zoom in on here, Karen. Just bear with me 1 second. Let me see if I can do something over here. And let's go to 150. That might help. Okay. Here we go. Give me a thumbs up. Is that a little better? No? Okay, a little bit better. Okay. Look, basically there's a link there. You're not going to copy. You're not going to type it in. Don't worry about it. But he sent it to me by a messenger. All right. Now, what I would do is, this is my Groove platform here. I put it. I go to a new tab on the same browser, and then just paste it in here, and then press enter. Okay. Now, on here, on my screen, I don't know about yours, but on my screen, it doesn't look. It looks blank, doesn't it? Where it says blog name and then subdomain. Well, the blog name, we're going to call this TLG Tuesday blog. Okay, let's call it that. That's fine. TLG for Tech-Led Growth. That's the domain that we've been using. Now, subdomain. Remember, this is to do with subdomain for the Groove platform, and it must be unique, and it's not used before. Okay, so in this case, if I just put in TLG Tuesday, I'm pretty sure nobody's used that. Okay, that's it. That's what I'm going to do, and click on done over here. And what it does is, the template that Michael has sent me, he sent me a whole blog, and here it is. Well, it's basically the one that comes out the box, okay? But I wanted to show you this as an example by which not only can you actually have this as a template, but you can share with others as well who have the Groove platform, okay? Right, so it's fairly easy to do. And you know that we can share other things like
websites and other items as well. Okay, so another advantage of having a platform with multiple facets on. All right, now let's go back to this. And on here, this is a clean blog. And if I go to my home over here, and there's the Tuesday blog. All right, right there, Tuesday blog. And the three dots are here. And the three dots have got rename, edit, clone, share. That's the share button. And Michael will give you more information about that tomorrow, okay? Delete and make draft. Okay, that's fine. Now, what I'm going to do, though, is, now, this is the same as what we started off with yesterday. So what I don't want to do is to go and reinvent the wheel, actually. I'm going to go back to my tech-led growth one over here. And I'm going to just come out. Let's make it 110%. Okay. And with this, I'm going to go to edit. This is the one we made yesterday. Okay. And remember what we did. We made a few changes, and I'm going to take you through each of the changes that we made and add a few more as well. Okay. Now, I've been busy. So if we go to the bottom on the left-hand side here where it says settings, and you've this page that comes up, SEO, domains, logo, favicon, etc. We saw that yesterday, didn't we? Okay. And now with SEO, as I said, there are a few settings on here that I'm not going to touch. I'm going to let Michael handle SEO and things like that tomorrow and Thursday. Okay. But for example, with domains, yes, we did do this yesterday, didn't we? Publish to the root domain, and also domain, techledgrowth.com, location subdomain, and then blog, techledgrowth.com. Okay, so that's my subdomain. Now, one of the things that, as I said, I had a discussion with Michael yesterday, and he told me of a situation whereby, first of all, you don't have to have a subdomain. You can actually have it as a folder. Okay, so that's not something that I would normally do, but there are there's always there's more than one way of skinning a cat. I don't know how politically correct that is these days, but hey, that's okay. Now, in terms of what you can do, what he was telling me was he had a client that actually had a number of blogs that wanted to be set up. For example, one is a generic blog, a general blog for the business. Okay, so they put in a folder with the blog, but then you can add in more blogs as subdomains. And Michael's philosophy is, don't be afraid to add more blogs as subdomains. For example, it could be marketing, finance, it could be, really specific topics for the blog, because each blog, it's its own entity. Okay, the subdomain is its own entity. And therefore, if you're specific on a particular blog, really specific, then that will work too. It depends on how you want to work with the holistic view of your business and your marketing activities. Therefore, everybody can have a different way of doing things, but you've got to go and do things for a reason and have a plan, right? We've been saying this for the last 6 months, haven't we? 7 months. Have a plan, have it written out, have an idea of what you're doing. And this is one of the things we want to give to you, is to have an idea of what you're doing. Okay. Now, let's go back over here and show my screen again. And so that's an important thing to consider, the domain and how that's structured. Okay. Now, logo. You'll be glad to know that I actually got a nice tech-led growth, a better logo, and don't get too hung up on about this. Okay, do not go and spend 3 hours on it. I just literally did it in Canva, typed it out in text, and then I just chopped the top and the bottom off over here. If you can see, let me just zoom out a little bit more. So when I actually put it in, I actually just I literally did this. That's the shape it's in. That's what we're going to do. Crop and select and go. Okay. Very straightforward. Okay. Don't get caught up on logos and favicons. And so you can see on here that this is the actual blog, and you can see that that's a much better title, much better logo than I had yesterday, right? Very simple and easy to use. Okay, and therefore the next item on here, let me just go back. Sorry, let's just go back to here, is favicon. Now, notice that this particular logo is the favicon I used for the Tech-led Growth website that we did back in January as the first 5-day challenge. And so it's got a little bit of consistency in there, all right? So that's good as well, right? I mean, for example, on here with Tech-led Growth, I could actually call it Tech-led Growth blog as well, okay? So that's fine. So it's consistency. If somebody sees that, they recognize it. They know it's related, okay? And keep the favicons simple and clear. All right. Now, social links. As you see on here, what I've done is I've been hard at work, and I actually went and put the Facebook link in yesterday. But also, overnight, I've added in LinkedIn too. Now, look, this isn't just to LinkedIn, but you go specifically to your business page on LinkedIn, your business page on TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, and other items, okay? Now, if I show you what it looks like when you've saved it, let's go down to this page here at the bottom. And you can see on here above the picture of me, you can see these 5 logos on here, or the icons, all right? Let me just make it a little bit bigger. Hopefully, you'll be able to see that a little bit better. Now, if I go to each of these items, can you see the bottom left-hand corner over here? It will actually come up with the address, yeah? Okay? So that's very important. Now, what if I want to change any of those? Well, what you have, I'm getting confused now. Right. What you have, for example, if I don't want LinkedIn, but I want to have, for example, Pinterest, okay? So on here, I could just type in Pinterest and then the actual address of my account, right? My business page. If I can spell, that'll be really good. Brilliant.com. I believe that's right. Now, the logo, though, is still going to be LinkedIn, or the icon. Well, that's very simple. Take a look at this. Choose icon, and it says it's LinkedIn. Okay, well, we don't want that. I'm just going to type in. And again, I didn't spell it right. If I spell it right, it might show up. Ah, ta-da, there you go. And it's got 3 options for your Pinterest logo. Okay, I'm happy with that one. Now, if, for example, you're not sure what you want or it doesn't show up, if you type in just a letter in here, normally it shows you all the icons and you can scroll through. And they're actually labeled. So if they're a brand icon, then it's labeled in alphabetical order. So if I go down and find Pinterest, you can see on here, scroll down, and we'll find it eventually. It's somewhere down here. And what is that? That's S. You get the idea, all right? So you can go through and find the icons. So if it's Google+, it's there like that, and so on, okay? But the easiest thing is, as long as it's working properly, you can just type in Pinterest and it shows up, and I'm happy with that. And then click on it, and it inserts the actual code itself there. That's fine. And you can go through and find any of those things there. And as long as you, once you click on save, and then go to your blog and refresh it, and there it is. If I click on it, there's Pinterest, okay? So obviously the link will be directly to your page, the page that you want them to go, not the actual homepage of the platform, all right? You get the idea, right? So those are the social links on there. Now, comments. Now, this one here, Facebook app ID, this is one to have comments from Facebook appearing and so on. Now, if you go to this little question mark here, it actually takes you to a video that our friend David Lemon has created, probably a couple of years ago. I believe it's still accurate, although I haven't tried it for a while. But you can actually follow that and take a look at that. I don't know if Michael plans to have a look at that. I will ask him later. Now, if you wanted to take a look at that and have a go at it, just click on the question mark and off you go. All right? We've got a lot to cover today, and this is a little bit more advanced, okay? Now, the other thing I wanted to look at, and I mentioned yesterday, was the forms. Remember these? Now, remember on the Tech-Led Growth homepage, we actually put in a form, didn't we, in month 2 in February? And there it is. Enhance your reputation. It's the super duper reputation report. Do you remember that? And we created this nice little form here. Okay, well, why don't we put the same one on there? Therefore, let's go back to over here. Drop down list. This links in to GrooveMail and the forms that have been created. And reputation report. I think that should be it. 5DC, 5-day challenge reputation report. Okay, let's try that. And what style is it? Yeah, default style is good. All right, save it, cross your fingers, and that's the form on there at the moment on our blog. And we're going to refresh it. Okay, it's still sorting itself out, hopefully. And there you go. It's updated itself, or it's about to update itself. And there it is. And enhance your reputation. Do you see that? Same form. Okay? So form is great because not only did you create it in GrooveMail, and you can attach it to your homepage or a landing page, or even embed it into posts, etc. But you can put it on your blog as well. Not just the blog itself, but even on posts as well. So there's a number of things that you can do with that. Very, very powerful from that point of view. Okay? Now, I can see, let's go back to this one here. All right, so that's the forms. That's fine. Copyright, we covered yesterday. All right? I'm not going to look at that again. Very simple. Now, with the ads and tracking and OGs and meta settings, I'm not going to cover these right now. I just want to do a basic install for you. All right? Now, Michael may look at some of these, the rest of the items in the next couple of days. He may have time to do one or two of those things, but it depends on time as well. Okay? Now, but really, for the basics, that's all you need in the settings. All right? Now, on the left-hand side, I showed you a little bit of navigation yesterday. Well, we're going to take a little bit more of a dive into that today. And don't get confused by the fact that you can see settings on here still. Don't worry about it. Look, you can see it. The important thing is, and if I zoom in a little bit more, the left-hand side, this bar here, the navigation, okay? That's what I'm interested in. Now, with this, I'm going to look at categories first. This is another place where you can actually go and add your category. So in this case, for example, with this, categories is here as well, isn't it? And we did that yesterday. Well, let's just add a category here. Let's call it, what are we going to add in? Business and sales. So click on the plus sign, add a category to navigation. Well, actually, sorry. It's about putting the categories on the navigation. All right, well, I didn't want to do that. What we're going to do is let's add a couple of categories on here. New category, and let's just call it business. And the slug is business. Very simple. And obviously here you can put in the description. Show in navigation. Do you see that at the bottom? Oh, yeah, okay. That saves you about 30 seconds. That's fine. Now, because I've zoomed in a little bit, you can't see the buttons at the bottom. You see that? Done. Oh, field is required. So let's just call it business category. There you go. And there. We must spell things correctly. Okay, so that's business. Let's add in a new category and let's call it sales, and sales category. And with this one, I'm not going to add it into the navigation. Click on done. Okay. Now, if I go back to navigation and categories, there's only 4 there. Click on the plus sign. Which one's the odd one out? Sales, of course. And then plus sign there. Okay. Now, that's the order that it will go in, and that's fine with me. But if you do want to change things and, for example, make it alphabetical, just use the 6 dots on the left-hand side here. Can you see that? Karen, is that okay? You can see that properly? My mouse? Okay, brilliant. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Michael. Michael's in the house. Okay. And just drag it up like that. Business, mindset, marketing. Oh, you know what? Let's put marketing further up. Mindset. Okay. Technology, sales. Yeah, let's put technology. So we've made it in alphabetical order. All right. Okay, that's fine. Now, what does that mean? Well, has that updated our blog? Well, refresh it. Ta-da! And remember, whenever you go to these categories, then you can click on it, and it'll find the blogs related to, for example, the marketing. If I go to business, how many is there going to be? None, because we've only just created it, right? Mindset, there are none. Technology, there's 1. Okay, so you get the idea. Later on, we can actually connect the posts to these categories. All right. Now, let's go to links. Now, this is quite interesting because what it's got over here is top navigation, call to action button, and then footer navigation. All right, so this is interesting. Now, one of the things that I taught you how to do in January, I believe it was, if we go to the website and, for example, I showed you how to create the headers, the navigation bars, and so on. And there's even a call to action button here with a free consultation and so on. All right. And so we showed you how to do that. We also showed you how to create the footer. And below here, below the important links, is privacy policy, terms of service, and disclaimer. Okay. Now, if I just take myself off the screen there you go. Disclaimer is just there. All right. So we've already set those things up. Now, I've already created it. There's no reason why, it shouldn't be on the blog, because we created it to have these terms and conditions or the privacy policies and so on to cover our blog as well. All right. So that's what we're going to do. In this case, I'm going to start off at the bottom with the footer navigation. And on here, it's got community on there. All right. Now, just for your reference, here's something I made earlier. So this is just a document where I've got a few links and so on. And here's the privacy policy. I'm going to copy it. Come on down. There's a privacy policy. The 3 dots, edit. And you can see on here, I've already put it in. Well, okay. So, all right. So you just paste it in. Oh, let's try it again. There it is. Okay. Now, this little button here, all right. Now, it doesn't say it because I think I may have turned this, it doesn't say it. But if it's on, So the circle is to the right-hand side. It means it will open up in a new tab. Click on Update. Let's go to Terms and Conditions. Copy the hyperlink. And this one here, Community, I'm going to change. So instead of Community, I'm going to call it Terms, and then paste in that. But with this one, I'm not going to open it into a new tab. I'm going to show you the difference, okay? Click on Update. And then the last one is Disclaimer. Okay. And so we go through, let's find the disclaimer, which is on here, and copy hyperlink, and edit. And away we go. And this one I will open up in a new tab. Okay? So terms is not going to open up in a new tab. Okay? That's the difference. Now, just to show you, let's, for example, refresh this. Here's the blog. And go down to the bottom. Terms, privacy, disclaimer. Right there. And if I go to terms, it didn't put it in a new tab. It's the same tab. Did you see that? Let's just go back one page. But if we go to privacy, opens up a new tab. If we go to disclaimer, opens up a new tab. Okay? Very simple stuff, folks. All right? Very easy to follow, hopefully. That's great. And also, if you wanted to change the order, you can do as well. So let's put disclaimer at the beginning, and then privacy, and then terms. Okay? So when we've done that, click on refresh, disclaimer, terms, privacy. Right there. Is that what I wanted? Let's try it again. Oh, terms, I want to open up a new tab as well. Let's update that. Okay. Now, hopefully, it's caught up. There you go. I love things in alphabetical order. I don't know what it is. Okay. And also, automatically, it's got the logo in there as well. All right? So, very straightforward. Now, that's the navigation. That's the footer. Now, the call to action button. This is interesting. And so, for example, on here, it's got get started for free. Just there. Do you remember on here, a free consultation? Okay. So that's one thing that you can put as a call to action. Another thing you can put is something like, for example, let's go to edit. And so you can actually put in free consultation or schedule a call, or you can, for example, just put something simple like website. And then let's take services out. There you go. And open up in a new tab. Update. So now, if we update this, it says website. And if we go to it, it opens up in a new tab to the website. Very straightforward, folks. What do you want them to click on? Okay, that's what that is. Now, these menus here, software solutions about us, okay, let's deal with that, shall we? And top navigation, that's where it is. Software solutions about us. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and replicate. Let's close these windows here. I'm going to go and say, right, how about services, contact, and the about page? That's what we're going to put, okay? So in this case, services and contact and about, okay? That's it. That's what we're going to do. Therefore, so in terms of, instead of solutions, I'm going to call this services, and right here, new tab, update. And that's the About Us page. Edit, About or About Us, doesn't matter really. And that's it there. Open up a new page, new tab. And then the other one is Contact. Let's go to Contact. And right here, again, new tab. Okay, so now let's see what it says. Contact services, About Us, Contact. You get the idea, folks, right? You've just changed the whole top line there. You've changed this categories on here. You've changed the form that appears on this page as well. And you've gone through the to the bottom. You can change these over here with these icons. You can change these links over here, and you've got the actual link over there on the logo over there, and you've got the copyright settings at the bottom. Very customizable, right? Very customizable. And so there's a lot of things that you can change on there. Now, I just want to just reiterate one thing though, folks. What I've done is we've created a website, we've created a blog, and then we're linking back and forth. Okay? That's fine. That's okay. But from the blog, you can link to anything you want to. You can link to a Eventbrite page with all your events on it. You can link to your YouTube channel. You can link to any of those things. You can put them up there. All right? So it's not a problem. You decide what's important to you. Okay? Now, in terms of the next item on here, and this is a fun one, but again, because of time, I need to rush through this little bit over here, and so let me share my screen again. Let's go back to the first of all. Let's just close that tab there. We don't need that. Now, this is the navigation tab. The one above it is themes. Okay, themes, and on here, it's got the current theme, Groove Blog Classic. Okay, so there's only one theme that it comes out of the box with. Customize theme. Now on here, for example, there's a save button, which is important because if you make changes without saving, what's going to happen? It's not going to save. Okay, fairly self-explanatory there. Now, this is a template. This is not your actual blog. But this will affect the blogs that you do have, all right? So therefore, you've got a logo on here. You've got the three menus on here. You've got the call to action button. You've got the categories, etc. You've got the way in which the blog posts are laid out. You've got your form over here. You've even got popular posts on here. Brilliant. And at the bottom, you've got, you get the idea. Now, what you can do is you can actually go to this gear icon here, click on it, and this is a customization button, the appearance and the layout. Okay, so very briefly, we've done a lot of work on pages, funnels, and membership sites where we've done similar things to this, all right? So take a little bit look on there, but there are some things that you can change on here. For example, the font of the header. Okay, I'm not going to change it, but you get the idea. Drop down list, change the heading font, the font size, the body font. There's a number of things you can do. Colors is great. So, for example, if we want to take a button and then instead of this blue color, I like a nice bright red button. So let's take this dark red button on here. Okay. And then if I just click on this X next to customize, and look, it's a deep red getting started for free. Okay, let me just zoom in a little bit more, and you can see it a little bit better over there. You get the idea. You can change the look and feel of it. Let's go back to customize, and Let's look again. What things can you do? Like I said, the colors for the links, for the fonts, for the buttons, for the background, header background, body background. You get the idea. Play around with it, okay? Um, and so on. So, and if those of you who know how to program, do a little bit of CSS, you can even put things like that in here as well, okay? Well, we're not going to cover this, but you get the idea that you can change the way this particular screen looks on there. Now, layout on here, this is very important actually. Select the page, home page, okay, home page. Show the sidebar, show the categories. Well, what if you take that off and take that off? Show the opt-in form, take that off. Show the dates on like that. Look, take the dates off. Okay, you see what you're doing there. This is interesting. Show search. Let's put that on. Show the post image. Okay, so let's put that on there. So there's a number of things that you can do. Search type. So for example, the search type at the moment is a box that comes up. All right. Whereas if we go down to icon, then that box disappears. But there's a little magnifying glass on the right-hand side here. Okay, so that's quite cool, right? Yeah. So you can change the way that things look. And look on here. Where's my form? Not there. We switched it off. All right. So you get the idea that you can actually change certain things on here. We took the dates off. We took the opt-in form off. We took the categories off. A number of things off. Okay. So you get the idea. All right. Now, also, not only do you have the home page, you also have the post page as well. Therefore, this is what the post page looks like. And again, you've got space for the popular posts and the form and so on, okay? And how it looks and so on. Now, we can go and change certain things on here. Show the sidebar, show the dates, show the breadcrumbs is this bit here, where this post is, where it hangs out. So if we switch that off, then that disappears. Show the dates, same thing. Take that off, okay? Show the sidebar. Then your posts and your popular posts and your form disappears. You get the idea, all right? So that's quite useful. That's quite fun to do as well. Let's put that back on there. And then category page. And so, for example, do you want it to come up, each of these posts, when you actually pick a category, do you want it to come up like a grid or a list? Okay? Or masonry. There you go. This is fun. So it'll come out in just some sort of random way, similar to Facebook photos, things like that. Okay, you get the idea. All right, so that's it from there. So there's an awful lot of things that you can do with the customization settings. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to cover really is how to create posts. Okay, here's one I made earlier. All right. Now, I know that we like to see to use AI and go through the process. But remember, we're trying to grow and work quite fast today because I need you to get up to speed. And the things that I've skipped on, you know how to do. You know how to go to ChatGPT and do a post. Well, here's what I made earlier. Let's take a look at this. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so hopefully you can see all of that. Now, what I did was, quite simply, I went to ChatGPT, created a new chat, and I said, you are a world-class copywriter who's highly skilled in SEO, and you're using SEO to write blogs. Brilliant. Well, I want to big up ChatGPT, don't I? Because I want the best blog writer with SEO expertise in the world. And it will go and do it for me. Give me 10 blog titles to do with apps and tools that help small businesses grow or run their business. Okay. For each title, also give engaging subtitle plus SEO keywords. Now you can even go further and do a lot more things to do with SEO. But I don't want to tread on Michael's toes. He may have some ideas to help you tomorrow and Thursday. Okay, now ChatGPT replied back saying, "Yeah, these are 10 titles. Here we go," and it actually came up with some titles on here. So maximize efficiency, blah blah, boost your sales, and it came away and actually did that for me. Brilliant. Well, what I did was take a look at number 5, enhanced customer service, top CRM tools. I'm big on CRM because in my corporate world, I worked with a huge CRM. We built a fantastic CRM that I think we added $1 million and a half to the value of our company. So that was quite crucial. So I love CRM. Though I like number 5, and that's what we're going to use. So I went further down after number 10, and I said, right, write me 500-word blog for #5, so number 5, and ensure the keywords are used. And also, I said, give me an image too for this blog too. So depending on the AI tool you use, it may create the image for you. In this case, ChatGPT is not doing it yet on this, but obviously you can use other tools to go and get your image. Sure, here's 500-word blog. It gives you the title on here and so on. Okay, so it went away and created that blog for me. Brilliant. Okay, you get the idea. So I actually, there's a whole load of text in there with bullet points and so on. Visually, it looks quite good. Let me zoom out a little bit and show you that visually, I think it looks really good and it's readable, isn't it? Now, obviously, I need to go and check the content that I'm happy with it, but let's assume I've done all that and I'm happy with that, all right? So what I did then was I went back to the blog, and let's come out of this. Oh, by the way, did you see the save button in there? Because I didn't save anything, nothing's saved. And look, the button's back in blue. See that? Okay. Anyway, right. So we go to our posts. And let me just zoom out a little bit more. And here's a post I created. Well, what I did was, and I'm just conscious of time here. I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to open it up here. But you see, I've put in a picture of my own. I put in the title that it gave me. What else did I do? Well, I went and put in the first paragraph in there. You can use that as a descriptor, or even make it a little bit more concise as well. I put in a picture. You can put that up, further down. It's up to you. And then this is the text that it created for me. Now, when I pasted it, the actual formatting was a little bit all over the place. I wasn't too happy with that. But it's very easily solved with this. Look, quite frankly, HubSpot is number 1. And so CRM, Zoho CRM is going to be number 2. So I can just go to Zoho CRM, and this little menu appears. See this button here? Let me just zoom in a little bit more. See this button here? Numbers. Okay. Now the annoying thing is that it's not going to take number 2. I'm going to ask Michael to help you with that, because I get annoyed with things like this. So Michael can help you with that. Thank you, Michael. All right. So you get the idea. You may have to change the layout a little bit, and just press a tab to move that along. Little things like that. Okay. So that can be a little bit annoying, and so that's fine. But look, you get the idea that I actually made this paragraph exactly how I wanted it. Look, HubSpot CRM, paragraph, key features, bullet points. Move on to the next one. Hello, Michael.
Tomorrow I will give advices to enhance that process, transforming your articles from a document I recommend you use Google Docs before not copying directly from ChatGPT to Grooveblog, but I will show tomorrow. I will propose to you a method, a process that will permit you to deal with content creation a way that you want. I mean, you need to take to have
Michael, it's not a
pleasure.
problem. What I'm doing is I'm actually tripping myself up intentionally so that you can save me. Okay. Now
No,
listen.
that's fine.
Stay on the screen. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I've only got 1 more minute, and then we're gonna have a quick chat. Okay.
Okay.
Stay on the
Great.
screen. Now, what I'm going to do is let's just put us down at the bottom right-hand corner here. Let's just zoom out. So basically, look, I put in the text, I put in the pictures, and then if I go to the gear icon, oh, look, I put in the featured image. Hence, that's why that image appeared. This appears automatically, the slug and viewing the page, published date, all of this appears automatically. Now, categories. You can just say, you know what? It's to do with technology. There you go. And also with business as well. Okay. What are the keywords? So this is where keywords, excerpts, things like this, all of these settings on here, Michael's going to cover with you over the next couple of days. The metadata, the open graph, and so on. So allow comments as well. I think he may actually sort of suggest a couple of ways to do that as well, as to whether you want comments or not. So you get the idea. And then once I was happy, I went to publish, and do not save change. Okay, yeah. And so my post was published right there. And if I go back to my posts on here, there it is. It's appearing on my blog, and that's the way it looks. Okay. Okay. So now let's just recap what we've covered over the last 2 days, and I'm going to chat with Michael on here. And so, how do we do this, Michael? Come on. Let's remove that. Okay, here we go. Now, what we covered over the last couple of days was basically the idea that we can create a platform, set it up from the scratch. We know there are 5 built-in posts. I've shown you how to add them. I've shown you how to put settings on there. I've shown you how to actually change the colors and the buttons and change the links on the blog and everything. So we're setting the framework. And that's the most important thing. And so for those of you watching right now, I want you to go and make sure you get your framework on. I don't care if you don't have any content right now, but I need you to put your framework up. Then Michael's going to cover over the next couple of days a couple of more advanced topics. So Michael, in the space of 1 minute, can you tell us very, very briefly what you're going to look at over the next couple of days?
Yeah, I will begin by explaining how you can organize before publishing on Groove platform. So if you organized enough, you can create what I call a posting or content creation management document, in which you will put all your scheduled blog posts on a document. So all titles, all slugs, all excerpts, all outlines also of the articles, and this document will permit you to facilitate the publishing experience. So you will be able in few hours to have all your blog posts for 1 year. So depending of your strategy, you can have a once a month blog post, or you can have a once a week or once a day. So it's not the same number, but you can, with a good method, you can do it in few hours. And after that, you will copy and paste in Google Blog. It will be nice. I will also show you how you can customize your blog to enhance that customization from what you explained today. and I will show how you can promote your blog, the techniques, the tips you can use to promote your blog from social networks. So we will see that tomorrow, and I will also show how you can use AI to help you to do that.
Cool. Excellent. Thanks very much, Michael. Now, I just want to say to everybody, thanks very much for watching today again. Please take action. You know what we covered today. We covered all sorts of number of things, but basically, it's the frame, setting up the framework for your blog site. Okay, that's the most important thing. Now, Michael's told you what he's going to cover tomorrow and on Thursday, and I'm going to be here with him as well. And what I'd like to do now is to hand over to Karen. Karen, all yours. Take it away before your big holiday.
Oh boy. Okay, thank you so much, Nick and Michael, for your coming in and for all the training that you're showing us here at the 5-day challenge. You know, just like a lot that's going on.
So I can join. It was great. Thank you, Nick, for these sessions. And tomorrow I will continue what you began.
Awesome. Yeah, next for the next 2 days, we have Nick for Monday and Tuesday, and this Michael's going to be coming on for Wednesday and Thursday, and so we have still more tree, and you see that Michael has a lot to also offer and bring to the table here on this topic of Groove Blog. He'll be able to share with you starting tomorrow. So it's going to be super exciting. Listening in, but I'm going to be hitting the high roads at that time. So see you, Michael, until tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. So we do have a lot of things that are going on here on the platform with Groove Asia, and we're going to continue on with day 3 and day 4. So at the end of this, you'll be able to have something substantial, something you can use. We do encourage you to take action, implement. That is the only way that you'll be able to learn and be able to ask questions here in the chat. I know we didn't have a whole lot of questions coming in, but I'm sure you were just paying attention and just trying to soak it in. I understand that. But if you do have questions, or if you want to practice what you've been taught, we also have the Groove Asia Power Hour that's going to be happening this evening. So I do want to show you where you go and sign up for that, or at least you'll know where the link is. You can go to grooveasia.cm/resource. Well, let me pull that up. Otherwise, it's not coming. But you can go to grooveasia.cm/resource, and that will take you to our calendar where you can sign up for the Power Hour, at least get the link for the Power Hour. And I'm just going to bring that here onto the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's add this to the stage. Okay. All right, so this is at GrooveAsia. Someone put that. Great. Thank you for putting that in the chat. grooveasia.cm/resource. And these are all the resources that you have available to you by being here in the community. Make that a little bigger. And so these are just some of the resources that you can take advantage of. Like we said, we're here to help you gain the skills that you need in order to grow and scale. And in order to do that, you can click on the calendar just to see all the things that are available to you that's coming up. We are right here, and this is the calendar on the Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia time period. If you're here on the East Coast of the United States, just subtract 12 hours. Subtract 12 hours. So we are here at the blog. We have the group Live AI that's going to be happening. And also, oh no, I'm sorry. We're right here on day 2. Again, be a bit confusing. We're here on day 2. We have the Groove Asia Power Hour Plus that's going to be happening at 8 p.m. EDT, that's East Coast USA. And that's the time we could come and practice what you have been taught here during the 5-day challenge. You work independently, but if you do have questions, you do have some like-minded people that's in the room that could be able to help you out. Courses and community, which Nick also holds, is the Groove Asia Leaders Unite. That's going to be on Thursday morning, and the Groove Coaching also is going to be on Thursday morning. But I do want to draw your attention here to the Mastermind Retreat. And if you haven't signed up, this is the informational, so you can get the information what you would need. It's all of us coming together. It's going to be, you can just click on the button, get the hyperlink, and join to get all the information. What it is, it's going to be in Tokyo, Japan. It's going to be in Tokyo, Japan in November. So you do still have enough time to join us if you want to join us. To sign up for the informational session, it's going to be happening next one day, 43 hours, 25 minutes, and some seconds. So you have plenty of time to get the information to see if that's something that you want to do. Make an educated decision. That way you'll have all the information. Now, Nick, during his training today, he mentioned about AI. That you know how to use AI. And, even though AI is kind of new for some of us, but we have been keeping you ahead of the curve with the AI. And if you feel like you are not there yet, here at the AI Fundamentals, which is going to be on the 18th of November, get the calendar, get it to your local time so you can see what time it is. For me, to be on that Wednesday. Go on to the AI Fundamentals, sign up here so you can get that basic initial training of AI, of learning how to use it, the framework, how it works, get the understanding about it so you can use it to the best of your ability on what you need to do. Now, if the sign up is not on, the link's not on, it will be up and running in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So you can sign up and join. If you've been to the AI Fundamentals before, Chinyu hosted, he does an awesome job. And since AI changes so much, it's always something new, a new framework, a new tool, or a new prompt that is at time.
Sorry, Karen. We're losing your audio a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, make it a lot
Thanks.
shorter. I'm just going on talking, and I do see only up one bar. But sign up, AI Fundamentals, and let me make it a little easier for you to see, which is going to be next week. AI Fundamentals. If you are new to AI, Chinyu always has something new on here. So that's the only thing I wanted to show to you in Mastermind Retreat, which I was speaking about before. And that ends it for our time here for our day 2 of the 5-day challenge, which is only going to be 4 days, like I've said many times before. So we're looking forward to having Michael Michael bringing in the training for tomorrow and on Wednesday. We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to seeing you. If you have any questions, please put them in the Facebook. If you're viewing it on the Facebook page, put them there, or put on the YouTube channel. We do look at those. We'll be able to answer some of those questions for you. Until next time, bye-bye.
Groove Asia, the world's #1 digital marketing software platform and fastest growing entrepreneurship community, is now free for life. Your complete digital products and services online sales system. All the tools you want to run your internet business. Everything you need to sell products and services online. No credit card, 0 fees. It's just free. Discover the new better way to start an online business, build websites, and sell digital products. Create a full website with unlimited products and funnels, with free hosting, subdomain, and custom domain capability, and with more integrations so you can automate your business. It's truly the last online sales system you will ever need. Save thousands a month with free lifetime access to the top most powerful apps in the industry, including the #1 leading page and funnel building platform in the world, with thousands of brand new members making a switch over every single day. Plus, get free access to our private community, free live training, and free affiliate marketing business opportunity. Discover how to get started for free. Secure your free lifetime membership today and access your free software, training, and bonuses right now. Free for a limited time, only at grooveasia.cn.